A very good morning to all the students of class 10th. Children, as you know that we had started with the lesson A Triumph of Surgery from your book Supplementary Reader. First lesson where we came across three characters, Mrs. Pumphrey, Dr. Harriet and the dog Tricky, where we found that Tricky was unwell because of its obesity, and due to which Dr. Harriet took Tricky for a fortnight to keep him under observation. So as Dr. Harriet took him away from Mrs. Pumphrey for about a fortnight, Mrs. Pumphrey started crying and was not ready to accept this, but she had no other choice. Tricky finally reached Dr. Harriet's clinic. At the surgery, the household dogs surged round me. Tricky looked down at the noisy pack with dull eyes and, when put down, lay motionless on the carpet. Finally, Tricky reached there. There were a lot of dogs. All the dogs surrounded Dr. Harriet. Tricky looked at all of them with dull eyes because he was not well. He just laid down on the carpet without moving because he did not have that energy to move. The other dogs, after sniffing round him for a few seconds, decided he was an uninteresting object and ignored him. This is the tendency of the dogs. They come nearer to objects, they sniff, they smell, they try to draw the air from the object, and then when they found the object uninteresting, they leave it. So similarly, they went near Tricky, they sniffed, they were not interested, and they left. I made up a bed for him in the warm, loose box next to the one where the other dogs slept. For 2 days, I kept an eye on him, giving him no food but plenty of water. At the end of the second day, he started to show some interest in his surroundings, and on the third, he began to whimper. Whimper means like meaning producing sounds to show unhappiness, fear, pain. Now, Tricky was kept in a warm, loose box where the other dogs slept. For 2 long days, he was not given food, he just had plenty of water. Then from the next day, he started taking interest in his surrounding. On the third day, he actually started producing sound when he looked at the other dogs in the yard. When I opened the door, Tricky trotted out and was immediately engulfed by Joe the greyhound, so it's a dog, and his friends. After rolling him over and thoroughly inspecting him, the dogs moved off down the garden. Dr. Harriet opened the door. He found that Tricky trotted out. Tricky proceeded at a faster pace and was immediately engulfed by Joe, another dog, and his friends. Tricky started following the other dogs, started playing with them, rolling slightly with his surplus fat. He had not lost his fat, and he had it, so he started playing with his surplus fat. Later that day, I was present at feeding time. I watched while Tristan slopped the food into the bowls. There was the usual headlong rush followed by the sounds of high-speed eating. It was a feeding time for the dogs. The moment the food was put into the bowls, all the dogs came running and quickly they would eat up their food. Every dog knew that if they fell behind and if they are late, then they're not going to get anything. And if they're going to lose their meal, it is their fault, not anyone's. So they were very quick with it. And this is what Tricky learned from them. Turning on to the next page. When they had finished, Tricky took a walk around the shining bowl, licking casually inside one or two of them. Tricky was left behind, as for him it was really new and he could not even run faster than any other dog there. So Tricky took a walk and just licked the shining bowls, one or two. Next day, an extra bowl was put for him. And when he learned that this is how he is going to gain food, next day he jostled. He struggled to get the food. Jostling means struggling. So he struggled to get his weight towards his meal. Because he knew that if he's not going to try, if he's not going to jostle, he is not going to get anything. From then on, his progress was rapid. He had no medicinal treatment of any kind, but all the day he ran about with the dogs, joining in the friendly scrimmages. Scrimmages means battle fight. So this is how the routine developed, that he kept on running with the other dogs, he kept on playing with them, ran around whole day, joining in the friendly battle, friendly scrimmages we call fight. He discovered the joys of being bowled over, tramped on, squashed every few minutes. He became an accepted member of the gang, an unlikely silky little object among the shaggy crew, fighting like a tiger for his share at meal times and hunting rats in the old hen house at night. He had never had such a time in his life. Tricky was into a new world, a different world for him he had never been to. Whole day playing, whole day running. He had the joy of being trampled, being squashed by other dogs with no problem, with zero problem. Then fighting like tiger for the meals. Then on the other hand, hunting rats in the old hen house at night. So this was a really, really great time for Tricky that he had never seen ever in his life, which was actually affecting his physical as well as mental health. All the while, Mrs. Pumphrey hovered anxiously in the background, ringing a dozen times a day for the latest bulletins. I dodged the questions about whether his cushions were being turned regularly or his correct coat worn according to the weather, but I was able to tell her that the little fellow was out of danger and convalescing rapidly. So what do you mean by this paragraph? That Mrs. Pumphrey would remain in one place, would hover around just to know about Tricky's condition. She was just going crazy sitting at home without her dog, and she would call to Mr. Harriet about a dozen times a day. And for Dr. Harriet, it was really difficult to pick up the call every time and give her the answer and reply to her regarding whether the cushions were turned regularly or not, whether he worn his favorite coat or not. So he usually ignored such questions, but would always give that Tricky was out of danger, he's progressing fast. Convalescing means recovering one's health. So he was recovering. So this is what Dr. Harriet would give her information about, rather than the unnecessary things. The word convalescing seemed to do something to Mrs. Pumphrey. She started to bring round fresh eggs, 2 dozen at a time, to build up Tricky's strength. For a happy period, my partners and I had 2 eggs each for breakfast. Mrs. Pumphrey, when got to know that her dog is progressing, she would send to Dr. Harriet for Tricky what? Fresh eggs. 2 dozen at a time, so that it could build up Tricky's health. But as Tricky was kept under strict diet by Dr. Harriet, so though he would accept the eggs, but Dr. Harriet would enjoy the eggs with his friends, with his partners. He says that I had 2 eggs each for breakfast. But when the bottles of wine began to arrive, the real possibility of the situation began to dawn on the household. It was to enrich Tricky's blood. Lunch became a ceremonial occasion with 2 glasses of wine before and several during the meal. After eggs, Mrs. Pumphrey started sending wine also so that it could enrich Tricky's blood. But Dr. Harriet would accept, but he himself would enjoy the wine with 2 glasses of wine before and several during the meal. So it was really a nice time for Dr. Harriet and Tricky both in their own ways. Moving to the next page. We could hardly believe it when the brandy came to put a final edge on Tricky's constitution. For a few nights, the fine spirit was rolled around, inhaled, and reverently drunk. Tricky's constitution means Tricky's physique or health, and reverently means with deep and solemn respect. Now, the third time, what did Mrs. Pumphrey send for Tricky? It was brandy. Brandy was sent by Mrs. Pumphrey for Tricky so that it could improve Tricky's constitution, that is Tricky's physique. A few nights the fine spirit was rolled around, inhaled, and reverently drunk. For a few nights it was enjoyed by none other than Dr. Harriet. At night, there were days of deep content, starting well with the extra egg in the morning, improved and sustained by the midday wine, and finishing luxuriously round the fire with the brandy. Dr. Harriet shares that his days when Tricky was with him under observation and Mrs. Pumphrey would send these things to him for Tricky, he would enjoy them. His days would start with a deep content, starting with eggs, then during the noontime it was wine, and then at night he would enjoy the brandy, luxuriously round the fire with the brandy. He knew that if he is not going to accept, then he had to give the replies or the answers to Mrs. Pumphrey, unnecessarily wasting of his own time. So in fact he accepted it and enjoyed himself. Tricky had to be kept away from all these things because he was on strict diet due to his increased fat, obesity which we call, and he should be kept away from all these things. It was a temptation to keep Tricky on as a permanent guest, but I knew Mrs. Pumphrey was suffering and after a fortnight felt compelled to phone and tell her that the little dog had recovered and was awaiting collection. Dr. Harry really wanted to keep Tricky with him as a permanent guest, as he was also having a gala time, enjoying, but he knew that somewhere Mrs. Pumphrey is suffering a lot. She is not at all happy. She's missing her dog. So he was really compelled to tell her about the well-being of Tricky. So he called her up and told her that she could obviously take back Tricky home after a fortnight, as it's the completion of a fortnight. Within minutes, after about 30 feet of gleaming black metal drew up outside the surgery. The chauffeur opened the door, and I could just make out the figure of Mrs. Pumphrey almost lost in the interior. Her hands were tightly clasped in front of her. Her lips trembled. "Oh, Mr. Harriet, do tell me the truth. Is he really better?" The moment she was called up, within minutes she was there at the door. She was excited but equally nervous, clasping her hands, lips trembling, asking Mr. Harriet, Dr. Harriet, about well-being of Tricky, that how is he really better? Dr. Harriet said, "Yes, he's fine. There's no need for you to get out of the car. He will going to bring Tricky." I walked through the house into the garden. A mass of dogs was hurtling round and round the lawn, and in their midst, ears flapping, tail waving, was the little golden figure of Tricky. Tricky was always with his friends, playing, enjoying, running, and when Dr. Harriet went to fetch him up, it was found that the little golden figure of Tricky was in the middle of the other dogs. In 2 weeks, he had been transformed into a lithe. That means thin and graceful, hard-muscled animal. He was keeping well with the pack, stretching out in great bounds, his chest almost brushing the ground. In just 2 weeks, he had become a very thin, hard-muscled animal, his chest out, stretching out in great bounds, his packs, so he looked really smart and active. I carried him back along the passage to the front of the house. The chauffeur was still holding the car door open, and when Tricky saw his mistress, he took off from my arms in a tremendous leap and sailed into Mrs. Pumphrey's lap. When he was taken to his mistress, he was equally happy to look at her. The moment he recognized his mistress, he took off from the arms of Dr. Harriet and quickly ran and jumped into Mrs. Pumphrey's lap. She gave a startled "oh," and then had deafened herself as he swarmed over her, licking her face, barking. As you know, that dogs are the most faithful animal. The moment they look at their own mistress or mister, their owner, they love them back, licking, loving, and it can be seen by their excitement. During this excitement, I helped the chauffeur to bring out the bed, toys, cushions, coats, bowls, none of which had been used. As the car moved away, Mrs. Pumphrey leaned out of the window. Tears shone in her eyes, her lips trembled. "Oh, Mr. Harriet," she cried, "how can I ever thank you? This is a triumph of surgery." So, during the excitement of the dog, as well as the owner, mistress, Mrs. Pumphrey, all the things like bed, cushion, everything went straight back to Mrs. Pumphrey's car, and these all things were unused because Tricky did not wanted all these. He wanted exercise and a strict diet. That's all. Mrs. Pumphrey got filled with emotions. Her eyes were filled with tears. She could not say thank you enough to Dr. Harriet because words are less to express how thankful she was. She ended by saying, how can I ever thank you? This is triumph of surgery. Triumph of surgery means It is a victory of surgery.